Halloween has always been my favorite time of year, and if you knew me at all, that might be surprising considering how much I hate being scared. Horror movies? Hate them. Horror games? Get that out of my face. Jump scares? What are you, cuckoo? But despite my aversion to being scared, I still love this time of year. I mean, how could I not? You've got ghosts, you've got ghouls, you've got tricks, and maybe even a little treat. I like to think of Halloween and other big... Fuck. I like to think of Halloween and other big holidays like it like a disease. And you might be wondering, Jackson, why the fuck would you do that? And the answer's actually quite simple. You see, as soon as the leaves turn even a little bit orange, people like to bust out the skeletons and the stupidly renamed candy and scare the absolute shit out of each other. I haven't even mentioned how people like to dress up as sexy jars of jam yet. This means that Halloween likes to trickle and trickle its way into video games as well, and I'm all for it. Themed events are some of the simplest but coolest things in gaming. I mean, think about it. Why would you spend the holidays with your family when Minecraft released a new mashup pack? The way I see it, Halloween events take one of two forms. Either, hey, look at this fun little tiny little cool little how we playing with little characters, and it's so fun and awesome and stuff. Or, hey, look at this entirely new game mode and map we spent days making that you'll probably only play once or twice because time limits be like that sometimes. Of course, I prefer the ones that go all in. Sorry, fun little hat. I don't even care if it makes any sense. I'm supposed to be a super serious space guy? Haha, okay, but did you see my funny hat though? These, of course, are completely different from the video games that were designed entirely around Halloween, like, Halloween the video game. But that's a whole nother can of worms and I'm not gonna go into. But why do companies do these events? Money. Is there any other reason? Like maybe they really like the season? Money. What shows if they actually like Halloween or not is how much effort they put into it. See, funny hat versus anything more than that. Okay, this year we got, Grounded, Apex Legends, Animal Crossing, Borderlands 3, Pokémon Go, fuck you, I'm counting that one, Destiny 2, Splatoon 2, World War 2. Am I gonna be specific about any of these games? No. Why? Because that would mean I'd either have to play them or watch videos on them, and I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna talk about some Halloween events from the past that I'm interested in. See, I would ask you, but, you know. You ever hear this tiny little, this tiny little game called, I don't know, Wizard 101? You know, the epic 2008 Wizard MMO game? I played the hell out of that game. I mean, all I could without spending money, you know, casting spells and walking and shit. I was a life wizard, by the way. And was a wizard game without a Halloween event? No, seriously, can someone tell me? I haven't found one yet, and it's kind of confusing. This is the very generic name of Halloween Fest, and it happened a couple of times, but for whatever reason I couldn't find any before 2018. It's like they got them all locked away, like the game where Luigi says fuck. Anyway, this is one of those events that does more than give your character a tiny little hat. It creates an entirely new quest line where you help this ancient, rusting, fading, crusty old man with his rodent infestation. Except the rodents, big, green, and 100% an original character, do not steal. It also adds a bunch of new costumes and pets, and a mystery fish. Also, in case you're wondering what you probably want, while I was writing this, I was on the website and it's entirely in Comic Sans. It's probably the scariest thing about the event. It has like nothing to do with the video, I just wanted to mention it. Shout out to Tom. He's probably not watching this. Roblox! Sorry for scaring you, I just couldn't think of a transition. What used to be an okay Minecraft clone made for little babies is now... Of course, being a massive free-to-play game, it had a couple of Halloween events, and these usually just were a game you could play to unlock cool things for your avatar, and these looked spooky. Now, I actually took part in one of the events in 2014, back at the ripe old age of 9, when tickets were a thing and life was much simpler. Now, the game of that year was called The Witching Hour Returns, and that's because it was a sequel of last year's The Witching Hour. You might be wondering, shouldn't you talk about that one first? No. I didn't play that one. The game was very simple. It basically boils down to you killing monsters to protect your big bowl of definitely not piss. And since Roblox's a free-to-play game, one of the stronger enemies was product placement. For what, you may be wondering? Well, for the Disney XD original show Kirby Buckets, a show about a 13-year-old boy who loves to animate and absolutely funks. Now, I have no idea whether or not I'll find gameplay of this, okay, but if I do, you'll be seeing it. and you'll see how out of place this enemy looks. Moving on from a game for little tiny little babies onto a game for men. Minecraft. On the Java side, all I could really find was the equivalent of Mojang putting a bunch of tiny little hats on all the partnered servers, in which you can spend real life money for a spooky little spider pet. That's lame! You wanna know what's not lame? The Halloween Mashup Pack for Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and PS Vita, rest in peace. We got like 43 skins. We got an entire themed world. We got a super cool texture pack for like $5. Canadian. What may surprise you is I never bought this. Huh? You're saying? Shocking on. Maybe you pissed yourself a little? I don't know. Well, I was like 10 when it came out, so I was very broke. And also, on the console editions, they had this handy-dandy little feature called a trial version, which basically gave you the world for free, except you couldn't save on it. But why would you want to do that anyway? The only real downside to this is I couldn't use any of the skins, and I couldn't use the texture pack on my own world. And honestly, that was kind of a tragedy for me. You see, I like to think of my life like this. I didn't really think at all until I hit double digits. That doesn't mean I'm good at thinking now. It just means that I can't really remember much from before I was 10, other than that one time I may or may not have accidentally almost killed my brother with a snowball. Anywho, so in previous years they released just a texture pack for free, so my little 10-year-old brain came to the rational conclusion that they'd release it again that year. And when I found out they didn't, crushed it, dude. Biggest betrayal of my tiny little life. But in retrospect, it's all cool and all awesome, and I know how great it is now, and it's fine, and I'm okay. It's perfectly okay. I don't care anymore. I want to take a short intermission to talk about some games that Halloween festivities include literally just a bunch of tiny little hats. And the first game I'm talking about is, of course, Among Us. Did I put this part in just so I could put Among Us in the tags because it's really popular right now? Yes. Am I really hoping that's still popular when this video comes out? Please. There isn't really much to say about these other than I think they're neat. Especially the pumpkin one, the witch one, and the one that's literally just a knife. I'm pretty sure that's an OSHA violation, Vala is like, cause you're cute. Brawl does something similar, except you have to earn them. By opening goodie bags. That you get by killing things. Oh look, Minecraft Creeper! Okay, to be fair to Terraria, it also dresses up some of its enemies to fit the season. And I find the whole slimes dressing up like bunnies, and bunnies dressing up like slime things kind of adorable, and I know it doesn't really count, but the whole Pumpkin Moon event is really cool. It's one of my favorite bosses all time, so I don't know. The further I get into research for this video, the more tired I become. So, welcome to my brand new segment, Random Bullshit. Train Simulator has a Halloween event. Specifically Train Simulator 2015. The Count of Monster Disco or some shit wants to party, so you go drive the Spirit Halloween train and get him stuff. $11. League of Legends. CSGO, they put masks on your guy. Boom, Halloween. Angry Birds, you take the pigs and you fucking kill them. 30 brand spanking new levels that are all Halloween themed. Discord, you know that place where gamers go to kiss or something? I don't know. Well, they made a bot to add to your server that's Halloween themed. It's basically a bunch, they spawned some Halloween costume JPEGs that you could give shit to, and the quicker you are to give them shit, the more items you have, and the more items you have, the more bitches I'm kidding, you get a funky roll. Fights at Freddy's 4, they lit the chicken and bunny on fire, they turned the fox into a femboy, and they replaced the really scary bear thing with a sex doll. Hollow Knight released the Grim Troop event near Halloween, featuring a Tumblr bait character. It's time for some crazy Halloween facts. Okay, let's get started. Jack-o'-lanterns were originally death threats. Gay couples give the best candy. 9 times out of 10, the trick is probably murder. You should buy M&M's Kart Racing. Halloween may or may not be older than Super Mario Kart. I haven't checked that one. Halloween Kit Kats are just called Kit Kats. That's really lazy. I'm sorry. It was really lazy, and my dad is bigger than yours. Our time to fix things is running out fast. I'm not a reanimated skeleton. I swear to God I'm not. Stop asking me. As you can see, there have been and will be many different ways to celebrate this curse season in the realm of gaming. I hope you enjoyed that enough to subscribe, because I think it'd be pretty neat if you did. Anyway, I gotta go wear all the fun little hats I can before the time runs out. Anyway, see ya.